سيدنا حبيب إله العالمين الذي سمي في السماء بأحمد وفي الأرض بأبي القاسم محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين الهداة المهديين لا سيما بقية الله حجة ابن الحسن المهدي روحي وأرواح العالمين له الفداء. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله صلى الله عليك يا ابن رسول الله. دوست دارم تا تو در خود محو و حیرانم کنی، دوست دارم تا تو در خود محو و حیرانم کنی، قطره ام واصل به دریای خروشانم کنی. دوست دارم ذره باشم تا که در امواج نور، دوست دارم ذره باشم تا که در امواج نور در بغل گیری و خورشید فروزانم کنی. دوست دارم تا دم رفتن بگریم در غمت حسین جان، دوست دارم تا دم رفتن بگریم در غمت که از کرامت خنده ای بر چشم گریانم کنی. دوست دارم دور عباست بگردانی مرا، یا که همچون تره اکبر پریشانم کنی. دوست دارم تا شود قلبم چو جسمت چاک چاک، دوست دارم تا شود قلبم چو جسمت چاک چاک در کنار قتلگاه خیش مهمانم کنی. دوست دارم خار صحرا و بیابانت شوم تا به رویم پا گذاری، دوست دارم خار صحرا و بیابانت شوم دوست دارم خار صحرا و بیابانت شوم تا به رویم پا گذاری. دوست دارم خار صحرا و بیابانت شوم، دوست دارم میثم کوی تو باشم یا حسین، دوست دارم خار صحرا و بیابانت، دوست دارم میثم تو باشم یا حسین تا فراز دار عشق، دوست دارم تا فراز دار عشق خود ثناخوانم کنی. هدیه پیشگاه حضرت ابی عبدالله اجماعاً صلواتی بفرستید. صلوات تا کربلا نمیرسه، اما حالا فکر کنم تا بیرون مسجد نبی برسه. یه صلوات حسینی بفرستید. We have been discussing about a very, very beautiful hadith of Rasulullah. This hadith is narrated by Abu Zar Ghifari. Everybody knows Abu Zar Ghifari. Abu Zar Ghifari, a special Sahaba and companion of Rasulullah. He was a good supporter of Ahlul Bayt, good supporter of Amir al-Mu'mineen. And I think he get martyred in this way. Shaheed shud dar in rah. One day, Abu Dhar enters Masjid al-Nabi in Medina, and he saw Rasulullah is there and Ali ibn Abi Talib, just these two guys sitting there. Abu Zar says, I took advantage and approach Rasulullah and ask him a good advice. موعظه. This is one of the opportunity and one of the blessing that when we enter masajid, we can get some advice, knowledge about our deen, about Islam. All of us need advice. هممون به موعظه احتیاج داریم. I need advice. You need advice. The great advisor is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the Holy Quran, there are some ayat that Allah says, Allah ya'izukum, which means that Allah is the advisor, is wa'iz. So everybody needs advice and nasiha. I have heard and I have read in some ahadith that one day Amirul Mu'minin Salamullah alayhi asks his companion to advise him. It's very important. Amirul Mu'minin, Ma'asum, Imam, he asks somebody else to advise him. So we need advice. And one of the characteristics of mu'mineen is just to give advice to their friend, to their family. And what does it mean? Advice does not mean that you have to give some new knowledge. No, just remember, just remind. Just remind whatever he or she knows. This is the meaning of advice. Repetition. Repetition is important to say again and again and again. Of course, in a right way. This is the meaning of advice. This is the meaning of mu'izah. If, for example, a mu'min says, it is better for you to do this or to do that or to leave this action or to leave that action, this is advice. This is mu'izah. We have to listen. We cannot say, okay, you are repeating. Why you say one thing again and again? Our nafs needs repetition several times. You repeat your salat every day, at least 10 times every day you say, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. You repeat again and again and again, in the morning, noon, afternoon, evening, sham, isha. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Because all the time we need Allah's hidayah and guidance. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Every and each second, every and each step in our life, we need His guidance, His hidayah. So mu'izah is like a guidance, is a hidayah. So Rasulullah gives a very beautiful mu'izah to Abu Dhar. And this mu'izah is not only for Abu Dhar Ghifari, it's for everybody, for the whole history, to آخر قیامت. Very beautiful advices. Rasulullah says, Ya Abu Dhar, اترك فضول الكلام و حسبك من الكلام ما تبلغ به حاجتك. In this portion of this hadith, in this part of this hadith, Rasulullah is talking about kalam, and talk and the way that we have to talk and the way we have to stop talking. اترك فضول الكلام. Abu Zar, leave excessive speech, and it is enough for you what you reach by it your need. There is no need to talk a lot. There is no need. We have to shorten our talk and our speech. But when we are in gathering, when we are in session, from the beginning to the end of this, we are just talk and just talk. There is no need. Maybe 95% of that speech and that talk is not necessary. It's not necessary. Just 5%, just 2%. So we just talk and talk and talk. Somebody asked Isa alayhi salam, Jesus, could you advise us? He said, yes. And what does Isa say? Isa said, my advice is that you don't talk. Never speech, never talk. They said, oh Isa, it is not possible because we have to talk sometimes. He said, okay, if you have to talk, necessarily you have to talk, you just talk whatever you need and it is necessary, it is wajib and zarura, just you say. But don't talk. In the hadith, when Adam alayhi salam was out from heaven, Hazrat Adam, our grandfather, his age was, according to some narrations, about 1500. 1500 سال عمر کرد حضرت آدم. Hazrat Nuh about 2500. So Hazrat Adam 1500. So one day Hazrat Adam became a very old man sitting there, and his children, his grandchildren, his grandchildren were around him, gathering around Adam and talking to each other. صحبت میکرد. Adam was silent, sitting there. No talk, no word, no speech, nothing. Was silent. After 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever, the children and grandchildren, they approach Adam. Oh, grandfather, why you don't talk? اومدیم اینجا صفا بکنیم، حال بکنیم. Why don't talk? Do you know what Hazrat Adam said? When I came out from heaven, I cried a lot. Tabaka, baka. And I complained, I asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, could you please return me to heaven? آیا امکانش هست مرا به بهشت برگردونی؟ Is it possible to go back to heaven? What should I do? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala advised me, if you want to return to heaven, don't talk. Don't talk. Zip انگلیسی هم zip میشه دیگه. Zipping your mouth. زیپو ببندید. You know, This tongue, this in zaban, lisan, out of this tongue is about 25 great sins. گناه کبیره. Can you mention some of them? غیبت, backbiting. Yes. What else? تهمت. یا الله. به خدا پناه میبریم. بهتان و تهمت. It comes from this mouth. Just this tongue talking. What else? Lie. Yes. Lie. Seriously or joking? Sometimes somebody lies and then say, oh, I'm joking. No, even joking is not permitted. احذر الكذب هزلا أو جدا. Even if it is joke, you cannot say. So, backbiting, تهمت, lie. What else? 25 گناه کبیره. 25 great sins. What else? نیش زبان. چی میشه به انگلیسیش؟ نیش زبان. به خدا پناه میبری. نیش زبان چی میشه انگلیسیش؟ آیا حاج کازه؟ ساکزمه. نیش زبان خیلی بده. خیلی. What else? تا 25 تا خیلی مونده ها. شرک. Anyway, Adam says, I promised Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you want to return to Jannah, don't talk. خلاص. یا ابا ذر, Rasulullah says, کفا بالمرء کذبا ان یحدث بكل ما یسمع. ای ابو ذر او ابا ذر, it is enough for a man as a lie to say everything he hears. It's enough. This word is good for today. So whatever we receive through networking, whatever, just you like it, just you send to others. Are you certain? Is it true? Is it حقيقة? We are not permitted to like whatever we see or whatever we hear or whatever and send to others. Because if you send to others, you share in likeness of that point that you send to others. كفى بالمرء كذبا. It is enough to be as a liar, دروغگو. أن يحدث or يحدث بكل ما يسمع. Whatever he or she hears, just say to others. Ya Abu Dhar, beautiful hadith. Please have this hadith tonight as a gift from this majlis and keep in your mind all the time. ما من شيء أحق بطول السجن من اللسان. O Abu Dhar, there is nothing more deserving of being imprisoned than the tongue. هیچ چیز مهمتر از زبان نیست که زندانیش کنی. ما من شیء احق بطول السجن من اللسان. همون زیپو که فرمودی زندانش کنی. بله. یا ابا ذر, ما عمل من لم يحفظ لسانه. عجب. Has not acted the one who has not guarded his tongue. You see some people, they are doing something good. They pray, they make dua, this and that. But their tongue is not controlled. It's not controlled. Nish mizane. Rasulullah says there is no amal for these people. No amal. Even if they pray days and nights, even if they fast the whole year, but because their tongue is not controlled, there is no amal, there is no action for them. يا أبا ذر وهل يكب الناس على مناخرهم في النار إلى حصائد ألسنتهم إنك لا يزال سالما ما سكت فإذا تكلمت كتب الله لك أو عليك. Oh Abu Zar, surely what brings people to feel into hellfire? What is that? The tongue. اون چیزی که باعث میشه که جهنم پر میشه این زبانه. بدبخت. یه تیکه گوش بیشتر نیست. A piece of red meat. یه تیکه گوشت قرمز. red meat. سر سبز میدهد. به خدا پناه میبره. آخرین جمله امشب یا ابازر ما من شاب ترک دنیا و افنا شبابه فی طاعت الله الا اعطاه الله اجر اثنین و سبعین صدیقا. This is good for the youth, especially for the youth. O Abadar, no youth leaves the world and worldly affairs, dunya و امور دنیوی, and he spent his youth in obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Allah gives him the reward of 72 Siddiq. Siddiq. Do you know what does it mean, Siddiq? Siddiq is a special position for some very, very special people. Siddiq are those people who support Anbiya. In Surah Yasin, it's talking about some Siddiq. وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين. This is Siddiq, who comes and support Anbiya. Siddiq is Amir al-Mu'mineen, who support Nabi Akram. Siddiq, this word comes from Sidq. Sidq means to be sincere, to be rightful, and also to support sincerely the truth. هم خودش راست میگه هم راستی رو تأیید میکنه. به میگن صدیق. This is Siddiq. You know, Rasulullah says, if a youth, یک جوان, ترک الدنیا, leaves the worldly affair, it doesn't mean that he leaves the life of dunya. No. He or she has to live. No problem. But worldly affair, امور دنیوی, امور past, if he leaves the worldly affairs, وَأَفْنَى شَبَابَهُ فِي طَاعَةِ اللَّهِ, and spends his youth in obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the reward of this person, the reward of this young man is equal to 72 Siddiq, أجر 72 صديقا. Ya Allah. This is why when you go to Mazar al-Shuhada, you will see that 95% of Shuhada are the youth. خیلی راحت in obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But those who are old, they are very stick to this world. چسبیدن به این دنیا. خودم عرض میکنم. We are not going to easily leave this dunya. At the end, the last moment, we hate. I remember one of our Ustad, Muallim, Urafa says, do you know why we hate death? And also we hate Malakul Maut. Do you know why? Because we love this dunya. We love this dunya. And this dunya is beloved for us. So when Malakul Maut comes, he wants to separate between us and our beloved. So we hate him. We hate him. We think that he is our enemy. We think that Malakul Maut is our enemy. Why he is going to separate between me and this dunya? So I hate him. I hate death. But the youth, no. Easily they can leave this dunya. And they can leave the worldly affairs. And they can obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Rasulullah says, for them, the reward is equal to 72 Siddiq and Shaheed. 72 Siddiq. خوشا به حالت. خوشا به حالت. This is a gift for the youth. So tonight I would like to recite روزه جوانها رو بخونم. Because we are talking about the youth, so it is good to talk about the Rozeh of Ali Akbar and the youth in Karbala. There are many young people in Karbala. Qamar Bani Hashim is a young gentleman. Ali Akbar. Two brothers of Qamar Bani Hashim, they are young. Two sons of Hazrat Zainab, they are young. And others. And others. So we can say the basis of Karbala was on the shoulder of the youngs in Karbala and in Ashura. And the night before Ashura, Shab Ashura, all Sahabe, all Ashab of Imam Hussein, they gathered together, and the head of those Ashab was Habib ibn Mazahir, and they swore and they promised that if we are alive, we don't let any Bani Hashim and the youth go to battlefield. First we have to go there. ما باید قربانی بشیم، جان فدا بشیم before Bani Hashim. So the day of Ashura until afternoon, Sahabe yeki yeki, one after one, they get martyred in front of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And afternoon, when all Sahaba become shaheed, the first one, the first young man who came to Imam Hussein and asked his permission for jihad was Ali Akbar. Salamullah alayh. Ali Akbar. Sallallahu alayk ya Abu Abdullah. Sallallahu alayk ya ibn Zahra. در مقاتل نوشتن آمد مقابل بابا، عرض داشت پدر جان اجازه بده برم میدان. آنقدر مقام این جوان بالاست که شما در زیارت عاشورا کنار نام امام حسین نام علی اکبر رو میبرید. همتون خواندید میگید السلام علی الحسین و علی علی ابن الحسین. بزرگان ما علمای ما معتقدند این علی ابن الحسین علی اکبر است. چه مقامی است. اومد اجازه بگیره روانه میدان بشه. نوشتن امام حسین آغوش باز کرد، علی رو در آغوش گرفت. فبکا بکاء شدید. همه دارن نگاه میکنن، زنهایا بچه‌هایا. دشمن داره نگاه میکنه این پدر و پسر چه حالی. گریستن آغوش باز کرد، یعنی علی جان میخواهی برو، خدا به همراهت. اما چیزی نگذشت، صدای علی بلند شد پدر جان من هم رفتم، خدا حافظ. این جمله روزه من باشه، اما دلها کربلا. جوانای مجلس اگر روزه علی اکبر خونده شود انشاءالله عنایت فاطمه به مجلس ما جلب خواهد شد. دلها کربلا باشه. صدای علی اکبر بلند شد. آقا امام حسین خودش را رسان کنار بدن. نوشتن نشست روی زمین آقا ابا عبدالله. از دور تماشا می کردن. سر مبارک علی رو روی دامن گذاشت، اما هنوز مهر پدری سر علی رو به سینه گذاشت. نه، دیدن حسین خم شد و صورت به صورت خونین علی اکبر. حسین جانم، حسین جانم، حسین جانم. السلام علی الحسین و علی علی ابن الحسین و علی اولاد الحسین و علی اصحاب الحسین.